英単数何したっけ。こんだけにしてる。で、まあ、計算しないかとか。入ってるな。じゃあ、この情報をどうしたらいいのか。あ、いける。これは、フランス語は特に決めてなかったな。やりながら考えるか。こいつ、あと、KR から NK。この参照先をここから変えると。よいしょ。こうね。X の、まずどっから行こうか。K4 から X4。なるほど。ここでかぶってる。K3 の。くせえな。これを K で X を変えてるか。だから QOYQT。OY の QT。これでどう？なんとなくいけたか。 すごい下がっちゃってた。これは一旦閉じちゃおう。で、漢字は出る。 OK。 これも一旦なくすか。まあまあまあ考えよう。定評の中からなるほどね。AJ の AI。 AO か。で、これは言うと AP。PQ。 AO か。1って入れると、よしよしよし。OK。いけたか。で、あとはこれか。AJ と AI になってるのを AP と AO。1と入れると、なるほど。間違ってた。ここじゃないよ。2の方や。よし、やるか、これで。英語からやろう。しかし、一方で手元に教材がないので、まず気になるベースやるしかない。今日は。やり方は今通りでいいかな。To the policy and agriculture imports. Alter agriculture. Alter agriculture. The company may have to alter their policy on agricultural imports. The driver was bleeding heavily when the ambulance arrived at the accident site. Bleeding heavily. Site. The driver was bleeding heavily when the ambulance. これは発音わからんものどうしよう。 しようか。もう通り。これってどこかに行きましたかっていうの。Arrived at accident site. The maid blush when asked her name. The maid blush. The maid blush when asked her name. Many houses collapsed during the earthquake, and hundreds of villages were killed. Collapse, villager. Many houses collapsed during the earthquake, and hundreds of villagers were killed. This book about the Roman Empire consists of 8 chapters. Collapse, village じゃないな、これじゃない。なるほど。Empire consist. This book about the Roman Empire consists of 8 chapters. Raw meat began to decay if it is not preserved properly. Decay. Raw meat began to decay if it is not preserved properly. The taste of mature audience differ from those of young people. Mature, differ. The taste of mature audience differ from those of young people. A liberal trend emerged among young people in the last election. The liberal trend emerged among the young people in the last election. これは何本目だ The company plans to expand its production capacity next year. Expand capacity. The company plans to expand its production capacity next year. The second bomb exploded in a nearby park shortly after the first one. Explode nearby shortly. The second bomb exploded in a nearby park shortly after the first one. The government will extend the welfare program for another 3 years. Extend welfare. The government will expand the welfare program for another 3 years. The second The rock group's popularity is beginning to fade. Popularity fade. The rock group's popularity is beginning to fade. これもうちょっと小さくしたいな。見開き2ページにできる。小さい。もうちょっとできるか。こうするぐらいか。これか。ページをもうちょっと加工して、これなのもうちょっといける？いけるな。これぐらいか。ジョージアじゃなくて、なんと変えられへんのかな。変えられへんない。こっちじゃないね。まあいいか。こっちでは。表示。The rock group's popularity is beginning to fade. Passengers fastened their seat belts when they heard the urgent announcement. Fasten, urgency と同じか announcement. Passengers fastened their seat belts when they heard the urgent announcement. これは announcement. なるほどね。The campfire was glowing in the distant wilderness. Wilderness. Campfire was glowing in a distant wilderness. Glowing. This is severe wound that will take several weeks to heal. Severe here. This is severe wound that will take several weeks to heal. The number of cattle with the disease is multiplying in a rapid pace. Cattle multiply. The number of cattle with disease is multiplying in a rapid pace. Interior of this house resembles our old house. Interior resemble. This interior of this house resembles to our old house. Interior resemble. Interior resembles. He restores antique furniture to make a living. He restores antique furniture to make a living. The actor still retains his youthful charm. Useful charm. The actor still retains his youthful charm. When he closed his eyes and started to count, the youngster scattered in search of hiding places. Youngster scattered, hiding. When he closed his eyes and started to count, the youngster scattered in search of hiding places. もうちょっと、表示を2列に固定のもうちょっと開ける。これぐらいが読みやすいか。行間を小さくしまう。最大。黒にすると見にくいの。セピアにすると見にくいか。読みやすいね。うわ、読みにくい。The hostess dropped the plate and it smashed to pieces on the floor. The hostess smash. The hostess dropped the plate and it smashed the plate to pieces on the floor. Some people starve in a disaster area because aid supplies were delayed. Starve, disaster. Some people starve in a disaster area because aid supplies were delayed. The detective tried to find a suspect, but he had vanished. Detective vanish. The detective tried to find a suspect, but he had vanished. The criticism about this painting obviously varies from person to person. Criticism obviously vary. The criticism about this painting obviously varies from person to person. Frankly, I think this investment has weakened this company. Frankly, investment weaken. Frankly, I think this investment has weakened the company. But heavy rains harvest yielded only half the usual wheat crop. Harvest yield. After the heavy rains, harvest yield only half the usual wheat crop. She accused him of being a liar. She accused him of being a liar. His remarkable talent for the piano amazed me. Her remarkable talent for the piano amazed me. He amused elderly people in a nursing home with his card trick. Amused elderly nursing. He amused elderly people in a nursing home with his card tricks. I apologize for my unkind comments. I apologize for my unkind comment. The man's wife asserted that she knew about his mistress. The man's wife asserted that she knew about his mistress. The messenger assured everyone that aid was coming soon. Assured everyone that aid was coming soon. The messenger assured everyone that the aid was coming soon. He betrayed her again, and she's unlikely to forgive him this time. Unlikely. He betrayed her again, and she's unlikely to forgive him this time. The scientist's achievement made him so famous that he was constantly battered by the press. Achievement constantly battered. The scientist's achievement made him so famous that he was constantly battered by the press. He cheated on the exam even though he had a reputation for honesty. Reputation, honesty. He cheated on the exam even though he had a reputation for honesty. 3078まで9までってなってるけど、これは8っすね。まあ時間もあるんで、初めてだからか漢字はやらなあかんので、あれと一旦1からやろう。Alter agricultural. The company may have to alter the policy on agricultural imports. Drivers are very heavily in the ambulance ride accident site. Heavily. Site. Drivers were heavily in the ambulance ride accident site. Maid blush when asked her name. Maid blush. Maid blush when asked her name. It has collapsed during the earthquake. Hundreds of villagers were killed. Collapse. Villager. It has collapsed during the earthquake. Hundreds of villagers were killed. This book about the Roman Empire chapters. Empire consist. This book about the Roman Empire consists of 8 chapters. Rabbit begins with K, reserved property. K. Rabbit begins with K with this reserved property. This mature audience differ from those young people. Mature. Differ. Taste of mature audience differs from young people. Liberal trade merge among young people in the last election. Liberal. Merge. Liberal trade merge among the last election. Capacity. Expand production capacity next year. Expand. Capacity. Company plans to expand production capacity next year. Second bomb explode in a nearby park shortly after the first bomb. Explode. Nearby. Shortly. The second bomb exploded in a nearby park shortly after the first one. Government extend the welfare program under 3 years. Extend. Welfare. The government extend the welfare program for another 3 years. The rock group's popularity beginning to fade. Popularity. Fade. The rock's popularity is beginning to fade. This is fasten seatbelt to have the urgent announcement. Fasten. Urgent. Fasten the seatbelt and urgent announcement. Glowing in distant wilderness. Wilderness. Campfire glowing in distant wilderness. Severe wound with severe to heal. Severe. Heal. This is severe wound that will take several weeks to heal. The cattle is multiplying at a rapid pace. Cattle. Multiply. The number of cattle is multiplying at a rapid pace. Interior has house resemble our old house. Interior resemble. Interior has house resemble our house. Restore antique furniture to make a living. Restore. Antique. Restore antique furniture to make a living. The active story has a useful charm. Retain. Useful. Charm. The actor retain useful charm. To close the eyes, make scattered in search of hiding places. Youngster. Scatter. Hiding. Make a close the eyes, study the count. Youngster scattering in search of hiding places. Hostess. Smashed. Hostess dropped the plate and smashed it to pieces on the floor. Some people starved unnecessarily because the aid supplies were delayed. Starve. Disaster. People starved unnecessarily because the aid supplies were delayed. Detective tried to find the suspect, but had vanished. Detective. Vanished. Detective tried to find the suspect, but had vanished. The criticism of this painting obviously varies from person to person. Criticism. Obviously. Very. The criticism of this painting obviously varies from person to person. Frankly, I think this investment is a very weaken this company. Frankly, investment. Weaken. Frankly, I think this investment will weaken the company. At heavy rains, harvest yield only have the usual wheat crop. Harvest. Yield. After heavy rains, harvest only have the usual wheat crop. She accused him of being a liar. Accused. Liar. She accused him of being a liar. A remarkable tone of piano amazed me. Remarkable. Amaze. A remarkable tone of the piano amazed me. Amused other people in the nursing home with card tricks. Muse. Elderly. Nursing. Elderly people in the nursing home with his card tricks. Apologize for an unkind comment. Apologize. Unkind. Apologize for my unkind comment. That's what I asserted that she was nobody's mistress. Assert. Mistress. The mental wife asserted that she knew about his mistress. Messenger asserted that Ed was coming soon. Messenger. Assure. Messenger assured everyone that Ed was coming soon. Beyond that, again, it's unlikely to forget him this time. Betray. Unlikely. Betray her again. It's unlikely to forget him this time. Achievement was she was constantly bothered by the press. Achievement. Constantly bothered. Essential achievement made him famously constantly bothered by the press. She did an exam even though he had a reputation for honesty. Cheat. Reputation. Honesty. And she did an exam even though he had a reputation for honesty. First commanded うん。なので、今日は英語はこんな感じ。続いて、こっちではどうしてもないか。BB4。定表。ああ、なるほどね。そういうことか。いや、そっか、向こうにないからか。記録もない。ここはどうしてるかっていうと、そうね。きれいになったことですか。いきなりフランス語の会話からやるのかどうか。なんてアプリだっけ。これか。フランス語ね。じゃあ、やってみよう。2900のやつ。番号とかって割り振り無理だな。2分間。まずはやってみるか。
対面の人との挨拶。こんにちは。
Bonjour。
はじめまして。
Enchanté。
お会いできて嬉しいです。
Je suis heureux de vous voir。
お話はかねがね伺っております。
Ça fait longtemps que j'entends parler de vous。
お名前はかねがね伺っております。
Je connaissais votre nom depuis longtemps。
一度お会いしたいと思っていました。
Je suis ravi de faire votre connaissance。
ようこそいらっしゃいました。
C'est très gentil de me rendre visite。
遠いところを訪ねてくださってありがとうございます。
Je vous remercie d'être venu de si loin pour me voir。
お目にかかれて光栄です。
Très heureux de votre rencontrer。
こちらこそ。
Tout le plaisir est pour
失
moi。
礼ですが、お名前は何とおっしゃいますか？
Pardon, pourriez-vous me donner votre nom s'il vous plaît？
スペルを教えていただけますか？
Comment s'écrit votre nom？
すみません。ひょっとしてラトリーさんですか？
Pardon, monsieur。C'est-vous monsieur Lazare par hasard？
すでにお会いしたことがあると思います。
Je crois qu'on s'est déjà
どこかで会っ
rencontré。
たかな？
On se connaît？
山田と申します。
Je m'appelle Yamata。これがどこまで。こっくりですな、これ。
私の名刺です。会社の電話番号が書いてあります。
Voici ma carte。Vous y trouverez le numéro de téléphone de la société。
こちらは住友商事の三井さんです。
Voici monsieur Mitsui de chez Sumitomo Shoji。
こんにちは。デュポンさんですね。
Bonjour。Vous êtes monsieur Dupont, n'est-ce pas？
これからもよろしくお願いいたします。
Je suis heureux de travailler avec vous。
メールアドレスを教えていただけますか？
Pourriez-vous me donner votre adresse
さよう
email？
なら。
Au revoir。
お会いできて嬉しかったです。
Je suis content de votre connaissance。
楽しい旅行になりますように。
Bon voyage。
これからも連絡を取り合いましょう。
On garde contact。
メールを送りますね。
Je vous envoie un email。
日本に来た時にはご連絡ください。
N'hésitez pas à me contacter quand je viendrai au Japon。
友人1、挨拶。
これ2分もある。マジ。
初対面の人との挨拶。こんにちは。
Bonjour。
はじめまして。
Enchanté。
お会いできて嬉しいです。
Difficile de vous voir。
お話はかねがね伺っております。
C'est vraiment que chanter for le début.
お名前はかねがね伺っております。
Je connaissais votre nom depuis longtemps.
一度お会いしたいと思っていました。
Je suis ravi de votre connaissance.
ようこそいらっしゃいました。
C'est gentil de me rendre visite.
遠いところを訪ねてくださってありがとうございます。
Merci de te venir d'ici le même
お目にかか
pour
れて
me
光栄
voir.
です。
J'ai très heureux de vous rencontrer.
こちらこそ。
Tout le plaisir est pour moi.
失礼ですが、お名前は何とおっしゃいますか？
Pardon, pouvez-vous me donner votre nom s'il vous plaît?
スペルを教えていただけますか？
Comment s'écrit votre nom?
すみません。ひょっとしてラトリーさんですか？
Pardon, monsieur. Serait-vous monsieur Lattery par hasard?
すでにお会いしたことがあると思います。
Je pense qu'on s'est déjà rencontré.
どこかで会ったかな？
On se connaît?
山田と申します。
Je m'appelle Yamada.
私の名
これ
刺です。
見開きが限界かな。なので、やはりちょっと予定を立てるならこれをこっち持ってくる。フランスは軽い気持ちで始めるのが一番かな、さすがに。KP じゃなくて UT。これが良さそうね。何ページあるのこれ。めっちゃ多いな。1ページずつだとそういうことなんで。エクセル本が死んじゃうわ。仕方がない。こんなにいったらいいか。同様の棒。10目が悪くない。うん。 で、漢字も久しぶりにやろうか。あんま時間ないな。ろうそく、大げさ、大体、億劫、ふすま、稜線、嬉しい、勢ぞろい、し、雨どい、こぐ、ぐうい、旺盛、いびつ、ぼくたく、がん、おひれ、つる、奔放、さじ加減、りんご、紺碧、伴侶、立水のやつもない、うるう年、眉間、刺繍、格子島、捻挫、もろく、消し、茜色、肥後、永吉、千三、串、失神、放棄、運搬、わびる、毅然、逼迫、あたかも、醤油、邦画。ちょっと一旦、1だね。ちょっと漢字を久しぶりにやっていいかな。やりすぎ感があるが、まあ、最初やし、これぐらいかかるいいでしょう。よし、では終わります。